Hey guys, it's Hello, back with another video. Today we're gonna do some high school recruiting. So we're in the ABL tournament right now. First I'll show you rosters, top prospects. First we got Anthony Davis, he has a lot of interest from us. Michael James, Bradley Beal, Malcolm Brogdon. All these guys will be watching some of their games. First, let me show you what the team roster is looking like right now. Now, since we got Kyrie Irving, he was the number 2 prospect overall, high school All-American, Mr. Basketball for New Jersey. Yeah. And he only got better. He started off as a 94 with the mid-range, now it's a 99. Three-pointer was like 91, 92, now it's 94. He got a lot better, so he's going to be really good in the during the season. But also Harrison Barnes, he went up a little in some of his ratings. He was also very good. And Valdez de Silva, he's probably not going to be the player of the year like last year, now that he's no longer the number 1 or 2 option. But he is still a great player for this team, and do not count this guy out. He won those awards for a reason. The rest of the team, you already know most of these guys by now. Except for this freshman we just got, walk-on 3-star. I was kind of surprised because he's a 3-star, but he's a walk-on. You don't see that a lot. Because once you get to the 3-star, you could almost go anywhere. So he really wanted to come to Kentucky. And he was willing to pay to come to our college. Let's get to our ABL games. This first game, the Flow versus the 4x4s. Michael James doesn't play for the Slick Ice anymore, but that does not mean he's not going to ball out. He has a new high school team, and this is it. This is it. This is the end of the road for Michael James, and this is his new chapter. So this is going to matter so much, because we managed to get him, bro. That would be so good. I'd probably put him at power forward, not small forward. But that'd be so good for us to get a player like that. Crazy. Wow, they had to foul him. Michael James, 3-pointer. Bang. It's posted up. Oh, they double teamed him. Try to double team him again. Too easy. Michael James right in the corner. He's posting up. Oh, that was my fault. That was my fault. That was a horrible shot. I timed it horribly. We get the defensive stop. Fast break. Ah! And honestly, at this point, Michael James could just go from high school to the NBA with this skill. Fast break, Michael James. Oh, they just fouled him. Michael James. Another foul. And when you guard such a talented player like him, you just have to foul him every time. Another foul. They were just fouling Michael James. Anything to stop him from scoring. It's like when they played Shaq in the NBA. Like, you know you can't stop him, so you just foul him every time and hope he misses a free throw. Like that. Bucket. And Michael James has, it's a debate whether this is really the best high school game ever. 62 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. A 60-point triple-double. And he didn't even shoot 30 shots. Wow. And if you were to ask me if the hype were real, I'd tell you the hype for Michael James was real. This man put up 62 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds. His teammates played really good too, but I mean it doesn't compare. The other team, Tommy Dolgarn, this guy played all right, I guess. No one on the other team really did anything. That is crazy. 62 points. In this game, the High Risers versus the Raw Heat. We have one of the best high school basketball teams versus one of the worst high school basketball teams. In this game, we're going to be mostly scouting Malcolm Brogdon. He's been a big fan of us since he was a junior. He's now gaining a lot of interest from Alabama, and now we're his number 2 school, and I want to change that. I want us to be his number 1. So, the more we scout him, more interest. So, there he is. Malcolm Brogdon from deep. Here he is with the ball. Bucket. And this guy D. Walsh, he has a lot of interest in Kentucky too. So it would be nice to get both of these guys on our team. And the High Risers end up winning. Michael Brogdon, he played efficient. He didn't shoot that much. He was trying to be a team player. Their center, he balled out. And Donald Walsh, he played pretty good too. But it was mostly a team game. Like, the whole team just stomped on the other team. No one on the other team really shot well at all. This game, we got the Harlem Heat versus the Rockers. This game, I'll be scouting a player I watched dominate last year, Reynold Gansey. We'll get to see him in action again. And who knows, maybe he's only gotten better. So, we'll get to see what Gansey can do this year. Bang! Yeah, so Gansey was better than everyone on the court in that matchup. He only played 15 minutes and still put up 20 points. So he was pretty much better than everyone. It's just everything. and hope we manage to get more interest from him. You know, maybe by the season things will change. He is the second best small forward, so he's really good. Next, we're scouting a player who has gained a lot of interest in our team. We're second on his board right now, Quincy Fellows. He does not have the best team, but he is the star of this team. He is the LeBron of this team. And let's see what he can do. Quincy Fellows has it. Bucket. And you can tell this guy has really good teams on his board, so we're gonna have to really compete to get him. And the Mint Touch come out with the W with Quincy Fellows putting up 33 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 7 steals. Yeah, this is a heck of a game he's had, heck of a season, and I can't wait to see if he could do better or more, which I know he probably can. But the other team didn't completely slack. Juwan Shakir, their shooting guard, yeah, he balled out too, but it just was not enough to get the W. In this game, we are here to watch the Posey versus the Midwesters and see the #1 high school prospect of this class. And he has a lot of interest in us. Anthony Davis, 7 foot, 297 pound, power forward, senior. And he's just completely unstoppable. And he has a lot of interest in joining Kentucky too. So, I mean, the chances of going to Kentucky are very, very high. He's probably going to go there for college. And getting a #1 prospect for the first time would be huge for us. He has a lot of interest from us, Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, but mostly us. He has to work on that 3-point game though. He has to work on that 3. He's not the best 3-point shooter, but that's not what he's known for. He's known for his rebounding, his scoring in the paint, and his bit of his mid-range game, but especially his blocking and athleticism. That's what he's really known for. Look at that. He's got the rebound. He's taking it. Oh, to the paint. And he's going to the paint. Oh, they just double team him. Doing anything to stop Anthony Davis. Which I can't complain about. He's the #1 high school prospect this year. And he's unstoppable in the paint area. He can dunk on you. Get a contact layup. Yeah, he could do pretty much everything. And he has a nice mid-range game too. I can show you guys his mid-range game. Oh, 3. He got a 3 game too. The other team has been hooping. But look at that. Yeah, he does not look like a high schooler. And the rebound game is just something else. Look at him getting in the paint, Oh, they're double teaming him immediately. Oh, he scored that. Unstoppable. Oh! Man, can he play defense? That has a lot to do with why he's the #1 high schooler. And one. Anthony Davis running up the court. He wanted to be light with it. He said, I'll just take the mid-range. Show this guy's my mid-range game. And he took it to the paint, but they had to foul him, obviously. I say we get one more bucket, one more shot. And Anthony Davis ends this game with 40 points, 12 rebounds, and assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. He only played 23 minutes, so I guess they took him out a little early. The other team didn't play too well. And, I mean, Anthony Davis, he's the #1 player in high school. This is what you're going to expect from him. You're going to get a heck of a game out of him. But I just really hope we get him to come to our team. Next, we got Hot Eyes versus the Caps. This game includes one of the top prospects that also has a lot of interest in us, Bradley Beal. He's very interested in joining our team. We're probably going to be the team that he goes to after high school. He's probably going to commit to Kentucky. Here he is. Dang. And Bradley Beal has his best high school game yet with 35, 0 rebounds, 7 assists, and 7 steals with 2 blocks. See, earlier in the season, he wasn't doing too well. He wasn't playing the best. Definitely underperformed. But now, this game, just straight dominance. And the other team didn't really do anything either, so... In this game, we're going to be scouting Adrian Torres, a player we scouted last year. He was a nice sophomore. Now he's a junior. Hold on. I think we're on the wrong team. I'm such a goofball. Looking on the wrong team. There we go. Adrian Torres. go, Adrian. Bag work. Let's get Adrian like one more bucket. And Adrian Torres ends that game with 27, 1 and 5. He did not play the whole game. Well, like, no one played the whole game, but there were some teammates who played more. Like Vern Muhammad, he played 34 minutes. And Mark Henderson played a lot more minutes, but he still managed to have a very nice game. And the other team, they did have one baller, Isa Mikhailaskis. This guy, he had a pretty nice game. The rest of their team didn't do too well. So yeah, it was mostly just Adrian Torres' game, as he's playing pretty good right now. And are you ready for the Amateur Basketball League? Basically just high school basketball. Championship. Undefeated high risers versus the 9-1 Caps. And both teams have prospects that I've been looking at for a while. Michael Brogdon, and Bradley Beal. But I'm obviously sliding with Mr. Bradley Beal because the fact that he has more interest in our team. But this will be a great matchup. Two future NBA stars going at it in high school. And who knows, maybe both of them will go to Kentucky and they'll be on the same team. And the high risers have played their worst basketball yet. Bradley Beal's just giving them buckets. And this man Bradley Beal cannot be stopped. I didn't even mean to shoot that. And he gets the foul. Foul baiter. Bro, it's not Shea. And Bradley Beal has an amazing game, but the high risers were just too much. They ended up coming back. See this power forward, Henry Gastel, he had a really, really good game near the second half. Donald Walsh, he just shot and shot until he could, come out with the win. Jacob Abukar, this junior 4-star, he played pretty nice. Malcolm Brogdon, he didn't play really good at all. 3 for 5, 1 for 1. He didn't shoot much, so he just didn't contribute that much. But Bradley Beal played awesome, but his teammates didn't do anything. So they ended up taking the L. Wasn't his fault though. He did everything he could. And that's the high school basketball finals. Now time's for the stats. And here is the points per game leaders in high school basketball this season.
Sports Season Preview Show. Here are the Big Five, the top teams in the country as we begin the season. The Duke Blue Devils come in as the #1 ranked team, followed by Syracuse, Kentucky, Michigan State, and Maryland. So Clark, the Duke Blue Devils are projected as the favorites here in the early going. They've got a whole crew of high school Mr. Basketballs on this team.
The team is usually happy to land one Mr. Basketball. But with the number they have, this could be a golden era of basketball success at this university.
Syracuse is in the #2 spot. One bit of good news for them, they have last season's leading rebounder coming back for another year.
With that low post presence already established, they'll have a little bit of swagger heading into the season.
Kentucky comes in as #3. They're going to have to find someone to fill the void left by their departed leading scorer, Clark.
The important thing for them is not to thrust someone into that role just for the sake of it. It will be a much smoother transition if the players are allowed to ease into their new spot.
Maryland is the #5 team. They had a tremendous year last season, finishing with 25 wins.
That says a lot about the team they had last year. They're trying to rack up that and shouldn't be their goal. They need to focus on just playing good basketball and getting to the conference schedule with a nice head of steam. The wins will come.
Here's the next group of teams in our preseason top 25. What's your impression of that set of teams?
These teams might not be in the top 10, but you better not overlook them. I will venture to say that several of these teams will win their conference and surprise people in the tournament.
The Alabama Crimson Tide, the #12 team, has also generated a lot of interest. What do you think of this collection?
I'm not convinced that all of these teams belong in the top 25. I don't want to pick out anyone in particular, but I think some teams that aren't on the list can make a pretty strong case as to why they belong here.
The UCLA Bruins, the #17 team, are also worth keeping an eye on. As usual, we have a lot of new coaching hires to tell you about as we start the season. You now see all the coaches who will be heading a new program. The Arizona coach is one of the hires that drew a lot of media attention. The Arizona Wildcats have a lot of fans that are delighted to have a coach of his ability, Clark. The DePaul coach also made a move to a new school, and that's generated some excitement on that campus. The DePaul Blue Demons are a team looking to rebuild under their new leader.
He proved them.
We now head to the part of the show where we break down the top players in the nation and show you our preseason All-American list. What you see before you is the cream of the crop in college hoops. What a list. The Kentucky Wildcats are going to ask this young man to carry the load for them all season, Clark.
#11 is the first player on the list for good reason. It's extremely rare to see a true freshman on this list. But he has the kind of all-around talent that comes along once in a generation. I just hope he realizes his full potential.
As for our next first team, Duke is more than willing to go into battle with him, Clark.
Kenyale is simply a spectacular player. It feels like this guy's been playing college basketball forever. This will be his 4th year as a starter. But I still don't take him for granted. And I think this will be his best season of all of them.
Next up is a player that's drawing comparisons to some of the all-time college greats. The UCLA Bruins are fortunate to have him in their corner.
Leonard is one of my favorite players in the country. He's a former high school Mr. Basketball he was California's Mr. Basketball in high school.
What's nice about having a Mr. Basketball on your roster is that those players are used to winning. Having the mentality that you should win every time out is something that rubs off on a team in a positive manner.
Let's move on to a player who's worked very hard to earn his spot on the list. The Duke Blue Devils can depend on a solid effort from him each and every night.
Hunter is going to play a huge role in his team's success. There's plenty to like about him as a player. He's got that deadly combination of smarts and physical skills that makes him so difficult to defend. A coach's mentality in the body of a world-class athlete. Any questions as to why he's on the list?
And finally, we have another superb player to round out the first team. The Michigan State Spartan will probably get used to seeing him make the impossible look ordinary.
Patrick is going to have his own personal highlight reel by the end of this season. He can make things happen on the basketball court thanks to his unique ability to read and understand defenses, while most players are just trying to come up with their next move. He's 3 steps ahead of the game, and that's what separates the good players from the great.
Now let's move on to the second team All-American. Not such a bad list, huh? These elite players all have the potential to have historic seasons if the right pieces fall into place. The Duke Blue Devils have built their team around this young man's talent. I'd say that's a pretty good idea.
Ruffin was close to a spot on the first team, but there was too much competition this season. It isn't out of the realm of possibility to say that he might even be a little bit underrated. it seems far-fetched to say that about a preseason All-American pick, but I'm not sure people realize just what a huge year he's in for, really.
The next player on the team is a sensational player in his own right. Kentucky is in for a great year if he lives up to his potential.
De Silva is in the spotlight for all the right reasons. He is the defending Naismith Award winner. If he can repeat that performance and win that award again, he would be joining the ranks of the greatest college performers in the history of the game.
We can all look forward to some very exciting highlights from this young man this year. The Kentucky Wildcat are looking for a lot of production from him, and they probably won't be disappointed.
Barnes is an extremely powerful weapon for his team. We always talk about the guys with great hands. Well, he's got great feet. I love those happy feet. There are few players in the nation with better footwork than him. And that's what allows him to always be in the right position, whether it comes to rebounding or finding space for an open shot.
Our next All-American may have designs on the first team by the end of the season. Louisville has one of the most reliable go-to guys in the country in him.
Caroto is one of the great talents in the college game today. He was a monster under the boards last season. He came away with an average of 5 rebounds a game.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him match those numbers again this year. He has a knack for finding the loose ball.
Here is the final player to cap off our list of All-Americans, the Maryland Terrapins. Know who their fan favorite is going to be this year.
St. Clair is ready to have a breakout season. He was a multiple threat on the offensive end of the court last season, and there will be more of the same this time around. He led his team in scoring, and it's a lock that he'll do it again.
All right, Clark, that should do it for us here in the studio. For myself and all of us here at 2K Sports, thanks for watching our season preview. Enjoy all of the college hoops action to come, everyone.
Alright guys, one more look at the current roster.